Hi, thanks for joining me today as we take a little pause in your day and mine. I love hymn stories, the story behind a hymn that shows what was in the mind or happening in the circumstances in the life of a hymn writer. And today I'd like to tell the story about day by day. Cynics say that Christians live in denial. Doubters hear hymns of faith and assume that singers don't understand pain and suffering. How could you so easily dismiss the difficulties of life? You wouldn't have such a cheery outlook if you ever encountered real tragedy. This song about pain and pleasure faces up to tribulation, but digs down deep for our hard-won trust in the wisdom of our loving Father, mingling toil with peace and rest. It reminds us of Jesus' surprisingly cynical comment that every day has enough trouble of its own in Matthew 6:34, and therefore we need not add our daily worries to the equation. Skeptics might put this song at the beginning of Job, where the believer is faithful because he's never suffered, but it really belongs at the end of that torturous book, where the wrung-out Job acknowledges that God has been doing things far too wonderful for me. As a girl in Sweden, Lina Sandahl was sickly and poor most of her life, and spent her time indoors reading and writing. Her father was a pastor, and in Lina's early adulthood, she worked as his secretary. Then when she was 26, she was crossing a lake with her father when a sudden lurch sent him overboard and he drowned. This tragedy unleashed a torrent of poems and hymns from Lina. And a few years later, this song was published. Set to music by singer-composer Oskar Arnfeldt, it quickly became popular. Lina said later, "Arnfeldt has sung my songs into the hearts of the people." Musicians, take note. Don't sugarcoat this song. There's no denial here. Find some discords and raucous accompaniment to tell the true story with a powerful faith. We can face tragedy squarely. Day by day, and with each passing moment, strength I find to meet my trials here, trusting in my Father's wise bestowment. I've no cause for worry or for fear. He whose heart is kind beyond all measure gives unto each day what he deems best. Lovingly, it's part of pain and pleasure, mixing toil with peace and rest. Help me then in every tribulation, so to trust your promises, O Lord, that I lose not faith's sweet consolation offered me within your holy word. Help me, Lord, with toil and trouble meeting, ere to take as from a father's hand, one by one, the days, the moments fleeting, till I reach the promised land. And I hope today this has been an encouragement. Blessings on the rest of your day.